Hi, welcome to my channel, Organize with Joy. I'm Joy and I want to help you get organized. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you some things that I've decluttered from my home over the last several months. I'm actually in my laundry room right now, and the reason I am is because I typically just collect things over 2 or 3 months to take to the thrift store or wherever I'm going to donate the items to, and then I take care of it kind of all at once, just collecting little by little over time. So since I've collected them little by little, it's kind of a hodgepodge of things that have come from many different rooms in my home. And I do have some items that I might have shared in other videos because I've shared some videos of decluttering specific spaces in my home, and so I'll mention that when I get to those items. So first up is I have a stack of children's books, and these are just books that I guess I was holding on to because I thought, I don't know, maybe I'd read them to my grandchildren, but honestly they weren't really books that my kids loved necessarily. They were books that I really loved. Several of them are Judy Blume books, which I really loved when I was younger, and these aren't the ones that I had. I had purchased these through Scholastic when my kids were in elementary school, and I've just been holding on to them. But I think, you know, if I ever did want to read these to my grandchildren, if and when I have grandchildren, that I could purchase new ones. There's no reason for me to keep holding on. This one was kind of hard because I do love these books, Charlotte's Web, The Trumpet of the Swan, and Stuart Little. But again, I just feel like these weren't something my kids were really attached to, and so I can let those go. And one thing I wanted to say about the books is here locally in Austin, we have a bookstore that will take old used books. They resell them. And one time I took a whole stack there. I maybe had like 12 to 15 books in the stack, and I got 25 bucks for it. So it's not a lot, but it's still better than just donating it to Salvation Army or Goodwill. So that's something to look into if you want to get rid of books that are in fairly good condition, or books that you've recently read that are still relatively new books. And then next up are some things that I decluttered from my pantry declutter, and I will link that in the cards and down below in the description box. But one thing is, this is a really cute apron, but I had purchased a new one that covers more of my clothing a couple years back, and I just held on to this I guess in case someone was cooking with me in my home, but that hasn't really happened, so that's going. And then I have this set of pumpkin carving tools, and my youngest is 16 years old, and this year we didn't even get pumpkins, let alone carve pumpkins, so I'm thinking it's okay to let that go. And then next up is a couple of things that came from my children's bathroom declutter. Again, I have a video on that and I will link that. But first I have this silicone soap dish, and it came in a pack of 3 and I only needed 2, and I was just holding on to this thinking I might use it at some point, but I'm not going to use that. And then I also had a shade that goes, an extra shade that goes to a ceiling fan, and I've held on to this since we've lived in this home over 10 years ago. I thought maybe our current ceiling fan light fixture would break. I have 2 boys, at the time they were young, but it never has broken, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And then I don't think this was in my bathroom declutter. I think these might have come from my son's room. I was going through all of our twin size sheets because my youngest son got a full-size bed not too long ago, and so I have a couple of pillowcases that aren't in great condition, and then a couple of sheets that fit a twin size bed. Again, they're just not in great condition either. Next is some things that I decluttered from my refrigerator. I cleaned out my refrigerator and I bought some new bins, and I was using just these old like Tupperware type bins, and they weren't working well, so I bought some specific bins to organize my refrigerator and freezer, so I'm getting rid of those. Next, I have some clothing items that were worn out. I have this pair of jeans that I still really love these jeans. I, for lots of reasons, will not buy clothes at Old Navy anymore. I think I had these for maybe 2 years at the most, and the seat was already like starting to split there, so I am going to get rid of those. And then my husband had a pair of shoes that were starting to fall apart, and so he wanted to get rid of those. And then these are my old running shoes. I tend to keep running shoes way too long. As you can see, that is not in good condition, so getting rid of those. And then I had 2 of these hangers that I had gotten to hang up tank tops and camisoles, and it really was not working. You're supposed to like put, you know, both sides of the tank top on either side of these, and like you can hang several of them here, but it just wasn't working. Like the tank tops kept falling, and honestly, I've decluttered enough. I don't even have this many tank tops and camisoles, so I'm gonna get rid of those. And then I have a few kind of really random items. This is a door stopper. It's just a rock that is made to be a door stopper, and we really don't ever use it. I've had it in my front hallway closet for a really long time, and we just haven't been using it. And then I have this vase that I decided I could let go of. And then I have this little mirror that is a magnifying mirror, and I used to use it to pluck my eyebrows, but I actually have one of those makeup mirrors that on one side is a normal mirror, on the other side is a magnifying mirror, and so I don't really have a use for this since I have that. And then I also have my old French press. I love French press coffee. I drink it every morning. But this one started leaking. I kept using it because I kept thinking maybe it was okay, because sometimes it wouldn't leak, but it's super annoying when it does leak, because then I just don't get enough coffee that day. So that is going. And then I have a bunch of random things that were like free gift items: sunglasses, little change purse, little carabiner, just a bunch of random items that were like free items, and so I'm getting rid of those. And then I think this is the last thing. This was my son's headphone holder, and unfortunately those are nice headphones that we got him for his birthday last year, and he lost them, which is totally unlike him. It was very sad and odd that he lost his really nice headphones, but there's no need to hold on to this case since he lost that headphone. That is everything that I have decluttered over the last 2 or 3 months. And I wanted to share this video with you to just give you an idea as to kind of the sorts of things that I declutter, and then the thought process behind why I chose to get rid of it. And maybe this helps you, and when you're looking at items that you're considering getting rid of, and helping you think through the process of decluttering. I hoped this inspired you to maybe go through some space in your home to declutter and find items that you're no longer using, or they're broken, or they're just not working. Thank you for watching my video, and if you liked this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. If you like this sort of content, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel.